I used to read Exosmutfix until 4 a.m. every night when I was younger. I'm not even attracted to men.
I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together like we fly. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love. From your love.
Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome to my channel. I am very excited about today's video because it's been something I've been working on for a while and I finally have it up for you guys to see. Before I get into the details of this video, I just want to thank all of my server members or brioche buns on Discord for making this video possible. If you participated specifically for the making of this video, I thank you for that. Couldn't have done it without you guys. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, a few weeks ago I made an announcement in Discord saying that I was going to be doing a K-pop confessions video. I have previously done 2 other K-pop confession videos on my channel, but this time I only opened the submission form to my server members, so I received over 60 responses before I closed the form. I just want to thank all of my Discord brioche buns for submitting your K-pop confessions because a lot of them were very interesting. I plan on making this a 3-part series. If you guys like this video, I'll be getting through about 1/3 of the submissions in this part 1. So without further ado, let's get right into it because I haven't thoroughly read all the submissions yet, but I was able to glance at some of them, and some of the confessions that you guys left are pretty juicy. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Really quick, I want to take this time to thank all of my channel members that are so nice enough to support my channel. Thank you so much to Alice Loves Cherry, King Leonidas, Caitlin Caster, Miriam, Night Skin Nihonjin, and Misa. I see you guys. I thank you for your support. It truly means a lot. And if you also want to become a channel member, you can do so by clicking join under this video or clicking the link in the pinned comment. So let's get right into it.
I love Sunghan like I love him so bad, like I love Sunghan so bad. I love Sunghan so much. I love him, I love you, Sunghan.
So right away, I know exactly who this K-pop confession is from, and I am gonna say who it was because I'm sure they have no problem with that because they make it known that they love Sunghan more than anybody else. So Lucy, I see you, and yes, you are the #1 Sunghan-ater. No one likes Sunghan more than you do.
I read BTS and AD's fanfiction. My guilty pleasure, okay?
I know that a lot of K-pop fans read fanfiction, so I see you, I see you.
I once had a dream that I was in a K-drama with 6 or 7 of my ults. The plot of the drama was that Wonho came from a rich family in Korea and wanted to start a bakery cafe, and me, Taeyoung, Won from AB6, and Jingjun from Golden Child were college students who applied for a part-time job at Wonho's cafe. But the plot was that all of my ults fell in love with me and they had to try to convince me to go out with them. It was serious YN goals. I clearly need a break from watching dramas on Viki, embarrassed smiley face.
Now, this confession right here, whoever you are, you have an amazing imagination. Your dream could actually be a K-drama. I mean, how wholesome is this? Starting a bakery cafe with rich Wonho and having like all of your ults in this drama. Somebody give this person a job. Somebody make this person a screenwriter for a K-drama. This is like such a wholesome plot. It's giving very slice of life, and it's definitely something that I would want to watch. And yeah, you're definitely living your name goals in this dream, so I love that for you.
So basically, I told my mom that I would buy school supplies online and she trusted me, and while I was shopping I noticed the Hello World Extraordinary Heroes album. Long story short, I bought the notebook version, but I paid my mom back not even 5 minutes later.
So I have a question. Did your mom find out that you bought the album instead of the school supplies? Or did you just give her the money back and she never knew and she never found out? I'm just curious. But even though you were dishonest, I'm glad you at least paid your mom back, but shame on you. Don't do that again.
I might have bought over 20 albums in the last month.
20 albums, okay. So somebody's making the big bucks. No, but albums are really expensive. And 20 albums in the last month is pretty impressive if you ask me. I know everyone has different collecting goals. Some people don't collect albums at all. I think in total, I have a little bit over 20 albums. I just started collecting them, I think in 2020. And I only buy albums of groups that I really like. And I only buy the albums that I really love. So even if it's one of my alt groups and I'm not crazy about the album, I probably won't buy them. So I am selective with what albums I buy personally. It sounds like you're really into collecting, so as long as your love for albums doesn't have you living in a cardboard box, I love that for you.
My friend broke my streak. No. I had a no titties policy for my phones for years. I even cropped Johnny's one out to keep his photo in my gallery, and she bombarded me with fully shirtless Johnny and Yuta. Arg.
I am so sorry. I think all of us have been victimized by Yuta and Johnny, especially with the recent Two Baddies comeback. They've really been acting up. None of them can be trusted. They all deserve jail immediately. I'm tired of this behavior that they've been exhibiting. Like, where are their shirts? I'm tired. So I'm sorry that you had to fall victim to that, but I feel like all of NCity have been struggling. So I stand in solidarity with you. We have had many instances of nipplegate, titties. It's too much, I'm tired, and I'll be praying for you. That's all I have to say.
I used to read Exo Smut Fix until 4 a.m. every night when I was younger. I'm not even attracted to men.
Oh, so this one actually made me laugh out loud when I read it, because it was going like, okay, until the part where you were like, I'm not even attracted to men. I don't know why, but that just made me laugh. But I love that for you. I don't know what else to say, but this was just funny to me. It was just funny. Enjoy your Exo Smut Fix. I hope you're having a good time. Even though you don't like men, that's cool. You can still read them and still live your best life. I do love that for you. And I'm assuming you stan EXO, so you have taste.
My friend and I were at a K-pop concert, twice to be specific. While waiting for the merch line outside an hour before they opened the arena, I noticed a random K-pop dance thing going on. I told my friend to tell his mom that I was going to participate in the random dance. She was in the bathroom, and he said yes. I started dancing. My friend forgot to tell his mom about me, and she started freaking out thinking she lost me. My friend called me and I bolted over there as fast as I could. After explaining the whole situation, my friend's mom was chill and let me finish the random dance.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I'm glad that you didn't get lost. I'm assuming since you went with your friend and his mom that you are a minor, so I'm glad that you didn't get lost. I'm glad that you found your friend and his mom. Yeah, I'm glad that you also got to finish the random dance. I'm curious, what song were you dancing to? If you're watching this, let me know in the comments.
I don't like beatbox. The chorus kinda ruined it.
Okay. So you guys know I'm an N-citizen, but I have no problem with talking about NCT title tracks that I don't like. Superhuman, Two Baddies, etc. And beatbox is one of them. I don't like beatbox, and I've said this before. I think it's very Disney Channel, High School Musical, and it's really not for me, even though I think the music video is adorable. So I stand in solidarity with you. I'm also not a fan of beatbox, even though I love the Dreamies. Sorry.
So out of my friend group of 3, including me, I'm the resident K-pop stan, I guess, and my friends know it too. They like K-pop too, but not as much as me. So every day when we're in these little rooms in school during our break periods and blast K-pop on my friend's laptop, my friends know how I am. Like, if a song I absolutely love is playing, I'll scream out the lyrics. The only thing is that the rooms aren't soundproof so people can hear what I scream out. Basically, I'll scream out to my friends *Cidal is finey or *Cidals are hot, and people would probably hear me and question everything I say. Even a teacher complained about the noise level of us.
So it sounds like you cannot contain your love for K-pop at school. Love that for you, I guess, but I would say be a little careful. You don't want to end up getting in trouble or getting suspended or anything like that for screaming like certain idols are hot. So maybe you should tone it down just a little bit.
I think aespa's Karina is very overhated. Everyone says she gets the most screen time and lines, but Winter got the most lines in their last album. Speaking of Winter, she's gotten into so much more scandals than Karina. So why does everyone hate on Karina but bias Winter?
Yeah, I think when it comes to aespa and any group that has a lot of attention being like one of the most popular groups, there are always going to be members that get hated on. And I also think that members that are like really pretty and stuff, I know that there is pretty privilege, but I also think that there are fans who love to hate on the members of K-pop groups that are seen as really beautiful or fitting into beauty standards. I don't know what that is, but I definitely think it comes from a place of like insecurity and jealousy or whatever. And as far as scandals, I don't really know what scandals you're referring to. I know that there were a lot of rumors that were surrounding like aespa pre-debut and stuff, but I don't know of any Karina specific scandals, so I can't really comment on that. But I do like aespa's music, and I'm a fan of both Winter and Karina.
Briczennie is one of the very few K-pop opinion/commentary channels that are actually worth watching and are of high quality. Like seriously, I love how she always states her opinions while still being respectful. These days, a lot of K-pop opinion channels are just people being plain rude, and sometimes, I feel like the opinions that they include in their videos aren't even their own opinions and that they just include them for clout. The opinion channel trend is slowly getting worse and worse, but Briczennie's videos still stay honest and enjoyable to watch. I love you, Bri. I don't know if this counts as a confession, but I still wanted to say it.
Well, thank you so much for this submission. I'm really glad that you feel that my channel is respectful. I do my best. I do think that there's a way as a content creator to express how you feel about K-pop, whether it's songs, music videos, artists, etc., without being overly negative, but I do know that some channels do that for shock value because it does get views. So while I will say that that's not the type of content that I specifically like, I know that there is an audience for that on YouTube. A lot of people complain about negative content, but then it gets a lot of views. So I think that's something that viewers kind of need to unpack before they point the fingers at the content creators that are doing that, because I think that the responsibility falls on both the content creator and the audience.
I'm an anti of a certain group that a lot of my friends stan, but I keep it a secret cause I don't want to hurt their feelings. I think a lot of them don't know how problematic the group is because they aren't on Twitter, but I haven't told them because I don't want to disappoint them. Whenever they talk about the group in front of me, I just stay quiet. Lol.
That's really interesting that you anti a group that your friends like and that you feel like you can't really say anything about it. I don't know if you seriously mean anti or if you just don't support the group because of what they did that was problematic. Because me personally, I don't anti any groups, but there are groups that I don't like because of some things that they've done. But personally, I don't have like the time or energy to like put effort into hating groups or like antiing them, but I'm assuming that you just mean you dislike the group, I hope.
When Pink Venom came out, my friends were all sharing their opinion on the song, and a few of them just said that the song wasn't for them and they didn't really enjoy it. Of course I was fine with it since everyone has their own opinions and they weren't hating on the group, so yay. This one toxic Blink was not having it and started to go on a full-on rant about how amazing the song was and started saying stuff to try and make people think that my friends were hating on Blackpink. Of course, I was not having this, so I started screaming at the person and got them timed out for the rest of the night for trying to frame my friends for having an opinion. Was I wrong for that?
So I'm assuming this happened on Discord. I don't know if it happened like in a different server or something like that. But yeah, there are a lot of Blinks, and not just Blinks, K-pop fans of any fandom that really have a problem if you say you don't like a song by a group that they stan. I definitely encountered it when I reviewed Pink Venom, and I encountered it when I reviewed my own alt group, 127, with the release of Two Baddies. When I reviewed Pink Venom, there was some weirdo Blink on Twitter that literally made a quote-unquote kill list of all the K-tubers that did commentary on Pink Venom, and I was one of them. So there are a lot of like insecure, unhinged, deranged K-pop fans who literally can't handle it if you say you don't like a song by a group they stan, even if you're respectful. So no, I don't think you were wrong for that. You were just being a normal human being and not letting people guilt trip you into liking a song that you don't like. I really think that a lot of these fans are just kids and don't know any better, or if they're adults, I'm a little concerned. I'll just say that. But no, I don't think you were in the wrong at all. I think you were fine.
When I was a baby K-pop stan, I used to force myself to think that me and BTS were all married to each other, and I would go jump relationships between each member. Lord, save my past soul.
So, okay, so you were in like a Your Name situation. Like, I'm guessing you were imagining that you were married. So were you married to like all of the BTS members? Oh no, you're saying you would jump between relationships. Oh no, this is so funny. So you had like a whole like Your Name situation going on in your head. You know what? I love that for you. I'm assuming you were young. You are saying you were a baby K-pop stan, so I don't know if that means you were young or you were just like new into K-pop, but you know, we change and grow as people. So the fact that you don't do that anymore is a good thing.
Okay, I don't know if it's weird or what, but I'm gonna confess anyway. So there was a time where in 2 weeks, aka around every 2 days in those weeks, I dreamt about me and my bias doing the nasty, you know what I mean. And it's different biases every time.
Oh my, look at you. There's a lot to unpack here. The fact that it's different biases every time. Wow. Interesting. I guess your mind is in the gutter quite often. I don't know what else to say to that. But the fact that this happened in a span of 2 weeks and it was a different bias every time, what were you on? Like, what time were you on during those 2 weeks? Oh my.
When I was first getting into ITZY, I thought Leah was the visual. And still kind of think she should be, although I wholeheartedly love Yuna.
You know what? I can see that. Leah's really beautiful, so is Yuna, and all of the members of ITZY are gorgeous. A lot of times, to be honest, when I try to guess who the visual of a group is when I first start getting into them, I guess wrong, so I'm not mad at you for that.
So, I was a hardcore ARMY and did wild things. My worst thing is I would take my very much so fake photo cards to school and pretend I was dating them. I even kissed one of them for some reason I can't remember. Anyways, one kid decided to take my fake photo card and throw it in the trash. I got so mad to the point where I literally jumped them and sent them to the nurse's office. It was pretty bad. I'm happy I grew out of that, for real.
Oh my god, so I'm not gonna lie, when I got to the point where you said you kissed some of your photo cards, I did cringe a little bit, but I'm guessing you were younger then and you've changed and grown as a person. The fact that you got into a fight with the kid about throwing your photo card in the trash, that's pretty wild. And like you, I'm also happy that you grew out of it. Love that for you.
I used to watch those YouTube BTS fanfics that are like BTS's reaction to you. Unironically, and I pretended to be the 8th member of the group. Thank God I don't do that again.
You pretended to be the 8th member of the group, but no, it's crazy because I've seen videos like that on YouTube and they have like millions and millions of views. So I'm just like, wow, people are actually like watching these. Interesting. And some of the reactions are like so out of pocket too. It's like, how did you even come up with this?
I became a K-pop stan in 2014, but when I was in ARMY from around 2016 to 2020, I stopped listening to other groups and only listened to BTS to the point where I had a toxic mentality when it came to other groups that threatened their success. It was only after 4 years that I decided to be mature about it and expand my K-pop palette further. Now I'm listening to more groups, including the groups I listened to prior to standing BTS.
See, I'm glad that you have expanded your K-pop palette further, like you mentioned, because it's really weird. I feel like there are some toxic ARMY that have like this weird cult-like mentality where they think BTS is the end-all to be all when it comes to K-pop, when really they're missing out on a lot of really good K-pop music. It's really interesting to me. Now, I totally understand, especially now that BTS is as huge as they are, that they are the gateway for a lot of people when it comes to K-pop, but I always wonder, why is it that you love a group so much that you can't even, want to expand your taste and learn more about the artists within the same genre? It's very common for there to kind of be cult-like mentalities when it comes to really big fandoms, but it is something really interesting, and I'm curious to know like what groups you started getting into after you stand BTS. But yeah, I'm glad that you're a multi now, it sounds like.
My ex-friend was being so annoying to me after I told them I bought a K-pop album. They were like, it's an album, it has no purpose. This annoying friend literally got my crush involved with it, and my crush was so confused but was kind of on my ex-friend's side. So the next day I brought in my ITZY Crazy in Love album and started unboxing the whole thing in front of them. My crush of course saw that it was worth the $20, but my annoying ex-friend kept going on about how it's stupid. They showed me their parents' $1,000 plus collection of a baseball team's merch, and I said that it was a waste of money, and they kept defending the collection for the reasons of, it's their money, their choice, and it's a small hobby they like to do. What's the difference? So, I start arguing and went, if it's their money, their choice, then buying one K-pop album with my money is my choice and you shouldn't judge me for it. Anyways, we went back to normal after that, but right now we're not friends anymore. On an unrelated note,
I really think it's interesting that this friend tried to like police what you collect and say it's not worth it when their parents have an entire baseball team collection. That's really weird, and it really shows that their logic is skewed. People collect things for the same reasons. It's something that they enjoy, it's a hobby, and they like it. So it's nobody's place to justify or discredit you liking something and you wanting to collect it. Your K-pop collection is just as valid as their parents' baseball merch collection. So the fact that they even mentioned their parents' collection and still couldn't see why you collect K-pop albums says a lot, and they basically proved your point by giving that example. I guess it's a shame that you're not friends with them anymore, but if that line of thinking that they have goes beyond K-pop, I think they're very close-minded, and I can probably see why the two of you didn't work out.
the whistle and sticker slayed, and you guys can all shut up about how it sucks. Period.
The whistle, the flute, the kazoo, whatever the hell people want to call it, and sticker goes hard. Like, I like it.
섣불리 말고 세게 붙인 노래 I am falling off 애착심이 솟구치네.
You guys know I'm the #1 sticker defender, so I agree with you. I do get why people don't vibe with it at the same time, because it is like very blaring and loud when it comes to the instrumental. It's not subtle at all. It's not like in the background. It's like in your face. I guess I get why that's too much for some people. But I just want to mention once again, even though a lot of people don't like Sticker as a title track, it is still 127's best-selling album, so I think that says a lot. That wraps it up for my third K-pop confessions video. Like I mentioned before, this video only covered about 1/3 of the submissions that I received. So if you do want to see part 2 and 3, make sure to comment below or like and let me know that you do want to see that. Once again, thank you to all my brioche buns from Discord for making this video possible. If you have any K-pop confessions that you want to share in the comments, you can do that. If you agree or disagree, or if you're feeling a little judgmental or even a little supportive of any of the K-pop confessions that you've seen in this video, you can comment on those below, but make sure to keep it cute. And once again, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.